Summer is a time for sunshine, relaxation, and excitement. But few people realize that our diet is especially important for our health during the summer. In this video, we will talk about foods that should be avoided in the summer in order to stay healthy, avoid food poisoning, and feel energetic. Watch until the end. The information will be useful for everyone. Fatty and heavy foods. Let's start with fatty and heavy foods. In summer, the temperature is high, and our body expends a lot of energy on thermoregulation, and digesting fatty foods requires even more energy. As a result, this can lead to a feeling of heaviness, fatigue, increased sweating, and sometimes exacerbation of stomach problems. Therefore, in hot weather, it is better to limit pork and lamb, fried cutlets, sausages and smoked meats, chebureki and pies. It is better to replace them with baked or boiled meat, chicken, or fish. Sweets and cream cakes. Cakes and pastries with cream are especially dangerous in summer. In the heat, such products spoil quickly. Bacteria actively multiply in them, and this can lead to serious food poisoning. In addition, excess sugar increases thirst and overloads the pancreas. If you want something sweet, choose fresh fruit, berries, or light desserts without cream. Mayonnaise and salads with it. Salads with mayonnaise are a classic festive dish, but it is in summer that they become very dangerous. Even if the salad has been stored in a refrigerator, the slightest change in temperature causes bacteria to multiply rapidly. It is better to prepare salads with vegetable oil, yogurt, or sour cream, and dress them just before serving. Raw fish and seafood. In summer, you should be careful with raw fish dishes. Sushi, rolls, tartares, and carpaccio can be a source of dangerous bacteria and parasites. This is especially true if they are prepared in questionable establishments or if storage conditions are not observed. If you want sushi, choose options with heat-treated fish or vegetables. Soft ice cream and ice cream cakes. Who doesn't love ice cream in the summer? But it is important to remember that the following pose a danger. Soft ice cream from vending machines, ice cream cakes, homemade ice cream that has not been pasteurized. If such ice cream has been stored improperly or melted and refrozen, harmful bacteria may develop in it. It is better to buy factory-made ice cream in sealed packaging and store it only in the freezer. Soda and iced drinks. In hot weather, we often reach for cold soda, but carbonated drinks do not quench thirst. On the contrary, they increase it. In addition, they contain a lot of sugar and can cause bloating. Ice in drinks, especially in cafes or street vendors, poses a separate risk. It is often made from unpurified water, which can lead to intestinal infections. It is better to drink clean water, homemade compote, or cold tea. Very spicy dishes and spices. In summer, overly spicy dishes can increase sweating, cause heartburn, and irritate the stomach. Of course, you don't need to completely eliminate spices, but it is better not to overuse them on hot days. Cut watermelons and melons. Watermelon and melon are favorite summer foods, but if you buy fruit that has already been cut or leave it cut at room temperature for a long time, the risk of poisoning increases significantly. It is better to buy whole watermelons and melons, and after cutting them, immediately store them in the refrigerator and eat them within a day. Unwashed berries and fruits. There are many fresh berries and fruits in summer, but never forget to wash them thoroughly. Their surface may contain parasite eggs and bacteria. This simple rule could protect you from serious problems. What foods should we eat in summer? Why it is important to drink enough water. In summer, the body loses a lot of fluid through sweat. Dehydration can cause headaches, fatigue, decreased concentration, and even heat stroke. It is important to remember it is better to drink regularly throughout the day rather than when you feel thirsty. Prefer clean water, fruit drinks, herbal teas, and sugar-free compotes. Avoid drinks that are too cold so as not to overload your throat and blood vessels. Try to always have a bottle of water on hand, especially if you are outdoors or playing sports. What to add to your summer diet for health and taste? Summer provides us with many fresh and healthy foods. To feel energized, include the following in your diet: fresh green vegetables, spinach, lettuce, arugula, berries as a source of antioxidants, nuts and seeds for healthy fats, fermented milk products for intestinal microflora, and for variety, try making homemade smoothies, cold soups, and salads with fruit and nuts. Seasonal fruits and berries are not only delicious, but also healthy. Many seasonal fruits and berries are available in summer. They are rich in vitamins, minerals, fiber, which aids intestinal function. It is important to choose ripe fruits without damage and wash them before eating. This will reduce the risk of poisoning and preserve maximum benefits. Why you should eat less salt in hot weather. Excess salt retains water in the body, which can lead to swelling and increased stress on the heart. This is especially important in summer, when the load on the cardiovascular system is already higher. Tip: reduce the amount of salt in ready-made meals. Replace salt with aromatic herbs and spices in moderation. Avoid salty appetizers and snacks. Tips for eating out. In summer, we often eat outdoors in cafes or at food courts. To avoid spoiling your vacation, choose trusted places. Pay attention to the cleanliness of the dining area and staff. Avoid dishes with mayonnaise and raw fish. Do not store food at a picnic for more than 2 hours in hot weather. It is better to bring cooled containers and drinking water with you. About cold soups and drinks. The following are perfect for hot weather: okroshka with kefir or kvass, beetroot soup, cold fruit soups. They are refreshing, rich in vitamins, and easy on the stomach. Important: prepare them from fresh ingredients and store them in the refrigerator for no longer than 24 hours. Simple rules to help you through the summer. Eat more often, but in small portions. Don't overeat before bedtime. Give preference to light dishes and seasonal products. Pay attention to the quality and freshness of food. Don't forget about exercise and rest in the shade. Conclusion: summer is a time not only for relaxation, but also for taking care of yourself. By choosing light and fresh foods and following simple rules of hygiene and storage, you can improve your health, enjoy your food, and enjoy every sunny day without unpleasant consequences. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and have a joyful summer.